Before we look at dodging, we need to understand how movement and attacks work. Walking is discrete. Every map consists of tiles. While the sprite of the character moves continuously, the hitbox teleports from one tile to another. There is a cooldown between these teleportations, which matches the time of the walking animation. This means that while the walking animation is playing, the hitbox is not allowed to teleport to another tile. There are 4 conditions that must be met for an enemy to attack you. 1. The enemy has spotted you. 2. The enemies and your hitboxes must be in tiles that are neighboring each other vertically or horizontally. 3. The enemy sprite must not be in a moving animation. 4. The enemy must be able to walk in the direction of your hitbox. When these conditions are met, the enemy will attack you. Also, enemy will attack you if you try to move to tile where its hitbox is located, even if these conditions are not met. If you move diagonally from one tile that is neighboring enemy's hitbox to another, you will be attacked too. An important consequence of these rules is that the enemy sometimes will be able to attack you when there is visually a big distance between you and them. And sometimes the enemy will not be able to attack you when your sprites are on the same tile. What is a dodge? Dodge is the act of walking or running past an enemy after being spotted by it without being attacked. To dodge an enemy, you need to move in such a way that when your hitbox is near the enemy's sprite is in a moving animation, preventing the third attack condition from being met. Dodging is effective if your movement speed is greater than the speed of your enemy. There are 2 types of dodge. First type is the simple dodge. Simple dodge allows you to bypass almost any enemy, though it results in a slight time loss, at least 1 tile in Termina and 2 tiles in Hunger 1. 1 tile approximately equals 0.26 seconds of walking or 0.21 seconds of running. These numbers are valid only for Hunger 2. Simple dodge algorithm. 1. Wait for the enemy's hitbox to be in a tile adjacent to yours, for the enemy's sprite to start moving to a tile next to yours. 2. Move 1 tile in a direction that depends on the side from which the enemy approaches you. 3. Wait for the enemy to start moving to the tile where you were previously standing. 4. Move in the direction opposite to the enemy's movement. If the enemy is below you, the algorithm is different. After step 2, wait for the enemy to start moving toward you. Then move 3 tiles in the opposite direction if you have the same speed as the enemy, only works in Termina, or 2 tiles if you are faster than the enemy. After that, you can move down. Second dodge type is the optimal dodge. The simple dodge relies on creating a situation where the enemy is stuck in a moving animation while you bypass it. However, such situations can occur naturally. If you run next to an enemy, there is always a chance that the enemy won't be able to attack you because it will be in a moving animation. If you know that an enemy moves in the same pattern every time you encounter it, you can find a combination of walking and running that allows you to dodge the enemy consistently without losing tiles. This method is known as the optimal dodge. Party dodge. The above statements apply when the player does not have party members. When party members are present, the algorithm for optimal dodge remains the same, but the algorithm for simple dodge needs adjustment. Simple party dodge algorithm. 1. Move 1 tile away from the enemy. 2. Wait for the enemy to start moving toward a tile adjacent to your party member. 3. Move in the direction opposite to the enemy's movement. Important note, the enemy will only attempt to attack your character and not other party members if it can find a clear path to do so. If there is no such path, enemy will try to attack your party members.